I live streamed playing your Fortnite Creative maps, had a party going with my subscribers, picked my favorite map, then gifted a skin from the item shop to the creator of the map that I found to be the most unique in my opinion. I took the top 10 maps that I played and ranked them based on how unique they were, how fun they were, the gameplay mechanics involved, retention, and level design. As most of you know, the discovery page is pretty broken, and it can be hard for map creators to get plays even though they have such amazing maps. So with this series that I'm starting, I'm hoping that I can help promote some maps that I think are worthy of having much more plays. Please keep in mind that these rankings are based solely on my opinion. The last thing I want to do is discourage anyone from making maps, but instead encourage map creators to keep pushing out great maps even though they may not reach discovery right away. So let's just hop right into it. The first map we have here is called Mega Beans Free For All by Mr. Lava. This map had a good setup, the post-processing looked good for the map, the amount of weapons available was good and displayed very nice and clean. I also really liked the UI for the tracker device used, as you can see in the top corner. Unfortunately, I did not get to play this map with anyone, but I'm sure if you get a few buddies together, this could be a fun time. I gave this map a B rank on the Creative Chetter charts. The next map is Gun Game Construction Zone by Gizmo. We had a fun time playing this map. Although there was a small bug that didn't respawn one of the players, the rest of us were able to play with no issues. It was a good use of the first-person camera device as well as a clean UI setup. If you like a quick action gun game in a tight space, I think you will like this map. I gave this map a B for its ranking on the Creative Chetter charts. The next map we have here is called Old Skull by creator Veladadob. Now, I had a pretty good time playing this map with people. It had a very large map, maybe a little too big, but it definitely had a lot of options. I always like a game that can be played both solo or multiplayer. You can hire guards, you can attack NPC enemies, and also eliminate other players around the map. Being able to jump higher than normal and redeploy the glider helped getting around with this large map. I gave this map a B on the Creative Chetter charts. Now, we have a map called Maze Craze by BattleBuilder78. I enjoyed playing this map. The labels of the different areas were really well done. I like the idea of the maze game. Always fun to try and test the brain to see if you can make it through a maze. Travel through the mazes and find a key to the exit is the point of this game. Although it seems like there's a lot more that can be done for the map, as the hallways and such are pretty bare, could maybe just add some barrels or something just to give it a bit more aesthetic throughout the mazes. I could see this map having potential in the future. I gave this map a B on the Creative Chetter charts. The next map is called Super Shark Gun Game One-Shot Bots by Hollow Studios. This was a fun map. I don't mind a good gun game battle every once in a while. It's always nice to have a gun game that you can play solo until more people join into the map. The UI looks nice with the ranking systems and even has a prestige level, which is nice to see. One thing I'm not huge into is when people use the island templates to build their maps. Not that there's anything really wrong with that. I think it's just me because I've played so many maps using this same template over the last few years. Other than that, very well done. This game I put into the B rank on the Creative Chetter charts. Do you want your map to be featured? Every week or two, I will be live streaming on my YouTube channel playing maps that are promoted within my Discord server. Feel free to join anytime. I left a link in the description to the Discord server so you can just post up your map, and the maps posted in the Discord will have priority plays over map codes sent during the live stream, which you can also do. So don't forget to subscribe so you can join us next time. The next map we have here is called Frenzy 4 Team Deathmatch by BattleBuilder78. This was the second map submitted, and we actually had quite a good time playing this. This gave me a bit of an old school feel in regards to a classic team deathmatch in a smaller environment that packs in a lot of action. I can see this map being really fun with 16 players, 4 on each team. The weapon choices were good and really enjoyed the layout of the map, and also a cool feature is that this map was built entirely in Creative 1.0, which is great to see. I ended up giving this an A rank on the Creative Chetter charts. This next map was definitely unique. It's called Baby Run by Create Fun. Now, when I first loaded into this map, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I actually had quite a lot of fun with this map. Basically, you turn into a baby prop using the prop gun, and then you travel through a tropical obstacle course on the water. My favorite maps within Fortnite are ones that really make you feel like you are not playing Fortnite. I didn't get a chance to play the whole map, but it looks really big and I could definitely spend more time trying to get to the very end. Playing against others made it a challenge to try and get further than they did, and the retention definitely kept me playing this one. I gave this map an A rank on the Creative Chetter charts. Next, we have Glass Bridge to Heaven Obby Parkour by Board. I had a lot of fun with this one. We played it for almost an hour on stream, which showed good retention. There was a lot to do. We started with the glass bridge, which I eventually memorized and was able to complete. Then there was also an obby section with different mini games that you can also enjoy. There are also different levels that you can unlock as you play. Overall, this was a great game to play, and I recommend it to play with your group of friends. The only minor issue I have with the map is that there are quite a lot of glass bridge and obby maps these days, so I'd like to see something a little more original. I gave this map an A rank on the Creative Chetter charts. Now this map is called Frost Titan Boss Fight by Fortcraft HQ. It was definitely one of my favorite maps that I played. I absolutely loved me a boss fight, and this one was pretty well done. The announcers within the Coliseum were really funny and something I don't see very often. There's an upgrade system when you defeat the boss, and you can continue playing by fighting the same boss but much harder each time. If this was multiplayer, it would be a god tier, as me and my friends would definitely play this together and have a great time. I gave this map an S rank on the Creative Chetter charts. Well done. Now for our final map, we have the Cube Challenge by Danger Mouse 79. This was definitely my favorite map that I played in March 2025. This map was so well done, and you can tell that this creator put in a ton of work on this map on the back end. Not only that, but you can tell a lot of thought went into this map. Like even the first area I played here with the wall patterns making it really deceptive and threw me off when trying to find the cubes needed to proceed. I barely scratched the surface of this game with the stream, with over 270 cubes to collect in a variety of different levels. 27 levels total, I believe, which made me want to come back for more. Also, I really like the fact that this was a multiplayer game as well that you can play against friends. It has some great verse programming involved, the UI was very clean and different, and I highly recommend playing this game. Since Danger Mouse was my favorite map, I reached out to him letting him know because his maps was my favorite map I played in March 2025, I ended up gifting him the Katana Mortal Kombat skin from the item shop in support of all the hard work I could clearly see he put in while building this map. Don't forget to use code Chetter in the item shop, as this helps with putting these little contests together. This map deserves an S rank on the Creative Chetter charts. Thank you, Danger Mouse. And also, thank you to everyone who participated. I hope to see more of your map builds in the future. Again, for those who want to participate in the April 2025 Creative Chetter charts, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on that bell so you don't miss the live streams. And also join our amazing creator community on Discord, where you can interact with other creators, get help with your maps, and submit your maps into the Promote Your Maps section for a chance to be featured in the Creative Chetter charts. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, subscribing, and sticking to the end here. Very thankful for the community, and I hope something like this can help push maps that deserves a better spotlight. Thank you all for watching. Stay spicy. I'm out. Peace.